Okay, 3, 2, are we ready? Okay, cool. I'm kidding, I'm fucking alone. Hi guys, just gonna forewarn you, both visual and audio listeners or watchers, if I'm profusely sweating, it's gonna be visible. If you're listening to me and I sound like a fucking idiot, it's because I'm dead right now. From my grave, speaking to you guys somehow. This is a ghost of me. Not actually, but I'm on like maybe 10 hours of sleep max combined the last 3 days. And I also am sweating my dick off because I live in Florida and there's literally nowhere to ever record my podcast episodes. I can't do them in my car anymore. It's way too fucking hot. It's literally like you get in that car and even if the AC's on, you're dripping sweat. So I'm currently doing it at my parents' pole barn that has no AC. There is one behind me. It doesn't work. There's a big ass fan though. It just had that on and it was way too loud. I literally am wet. I'm gonna be moist as fuck. But I have to do this because I'm a fucking bitch. I'm a bitch. I didn't do one last week, maybe not even the week before. Completely just fucked you guys over when I said I was gonna record one every Sunday and post them. I'm gonna get a fucking studio. I've come to the realization if I don't get a studio, no fucking way I can be consistent. Not like a fucking cool setup. I honestly just need a place that I can go speak and not fucking sweat all of the fucking hydration out of my body. Like, dead ass. The car, if I lived in fucking Minnesota, it would work great. But guess what? I live in fucking the devil's asshole right now. It's hotter than balls. I'm just dying. I'm really dying. I'm like literally 2 minutes in, not even. This shirt's gonna be fucking soaked through. I have to go shower again. I just did. That's not even the fucking point. The point is, Sadie, we don't give a shit what the circumstances. You're a little fucking bitch. You didn't keep up with your promise and go to hell is probably what you're thinking. And that's completely fine. It's completely fine. It's okay. I get it. Hate me. Don't even watch the rest of this. Honestly, fuck you. You're blocked. That's fine. It's okay. I get it. Just if you are here to hear me out, I'm not going to sit here and make excuses the whole time. I'm just going to let you guys know where I have been. 50% of it is in my bed. That's fine. Sometimes we need that. It's totally not okay. Okay, we're going to go back to July 30th. I love that I look like a fucking male right now, but it's fine. We're going to go back to July 30th. Happy August, everyone. Happy going back to school. Welcome back to What's That TMI, where we tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the motherfucking truth. Especially today. Guys, it's like back to school season right now. It's like we're not changing the season into fall, but it feels like that always for me around this time because everyone's just kind of like, all right, the party was fun. Summer's over. Got to deal with it. And I'm like, whoa. No, it's not. What? I just blinked. I don't like summer to end, so I just don't allow it to in my own brain. I sort of bomb go off, I think. Anyways, happy August. My birthday is actually this month. It's next week. When you're listening to this, it's probably in like 5 days. I never like to really plan big for my birthday because I feel like I always tried to when I was younger and I'd always cry on my birthday. I don't know why. And so, yeah, I'm kind of just going with the flow this year and kind of realizing that I'm just fucking gross. Like I literally, you know, the clean girl aesthetic. I saw my friend Bailey talking about this the other day. I'm fucking the polar opposite of that. We're on different ends of the spectrum, and I like would love to be a clean girl, but one, I have curly hair and I feel like curly hair girls just can't really fit into that aesthetic. Maybe you do. Not me, that's for damn sure. And one thing I've realized with that whole thing is my life's not clean. My life's fun as fuck, but when it comes to like priorities and my health and my fucking, don't use this word a lot, but mental health, like, let's stay okay up here, Sadie. I just like fuck it all off. Like I literally am never really down to get my shit together. I'm just like, it's fine. But I try to. It's just like I don't even have enough time in between different places or things I'm doing to do it. So going back to July 30th, I was up in Bama. Prior to this, like a week prior to this, I had gone to a festival. And if you're new here, by the way, I do YouTube and somehow travel a lot. And I don't really know how I'd even describe myself, but yeah. And so I was at this music festival. I talked about it. I did a podcast about it, Rock the South. Well, I was like, I'm going to go home from this festival. I'm just imagining me like making clips of this podcast, like short form to post them places, and people be like, why is she sweating? Guys, I'm telling a really scary story right now and I'm fucking sweating. I'm gonna use that. It's gonna be great. Just know I'm dedicated to this, okay? I'm fucking sweating my ass off for you guys. I'm gonna get a rag for my face while I'm doing this. My ass is wet. I was at a festival. It was called Rock the South. And I was like, all right, you know what? This is my fucking last and for all. I've been going. I'm going home. And I'm gone by Luke Combs, dead ass, after this week. I was like, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna get my shit together, I'm gonna fucking really make a cool living space for myself in my room. I talked about this all in a YouTube video, by the way. I've been staying consistent on there, so thank you. But talked about this in the YouTube video. I'm like, when I come home, my mattress is on the floor. I just hop in that bitch. My room stays clean, but like there's always laundry to be done. And then like my fucking cabinets are all it's just clutters of everything and clothes that I've had for 6 years and will never wear. Just so much. It's a fucking mess. So I come home and I don't even have a space to like let myself breathe. I like come home and I'm like, all right, I need to do this and this and this and that. And then I really should be doing this, the podcast, or fucking filming a YouTube video or working on merch. And it's like, I'm trying to do other things, whatever. I was like, all right, Rock the South, last fucking festival of the summer, going home. I'm going to have like, it was the first time in like a month and a half that I was going to be alone. Well, grateful for this, so I'm not complaining. My boyfriend flew in that morning and surprised me. The morning I dropped off Bailey, he came in and surprised me. Obviously, I'm so happy he's here. Like, I'm fucking will never pass that up. But I was like, okay, all right, we're going to push this back a little bit. I'm going to get my shit together when he leaves. Yeah. Well, so he leaves. Well, that weekend, some of my friends, they were on a reality show, and they live in Bama. And they were like, you got to come up. We're having like this thing, whatever. And I'm like, okay. So it's something that I kind of committed to. It was also one of my best friend's birthday, Tyler. And I was like, I can't not go. So I'm going to hang out with BF all week. He's going to leave. I'm going to go up to Bama, have my last hurrah, come home. And I was like, you know what? It's good. It's one final one. Well, I go up to Bama. Let me just give you a story time from there. So much fun that night. Everyone's so sweet. Love everyone. Well, next day, you know that story I told you guys of when my BF met my parents? I fucking shit myself. Not actually. I hopped out of the car and shit in a bush at a resort in front of people. That happened again. I'm leaving Bama, y'all. Leaving Bama, and you can take like the highway home, or you can take like some back roads, which I don't normally do. Don't come kill me. But I was like, I'll take the back roads today because I think I wanted Jimmy John's and there was one on the way. Got the sandwich, ate. You know, I didn't throw up the night before. I was super proud of myself because that's way too much of a common occurrence. And I'm driving home and it just starts fucking looking dark, like really dark. Not like nighttime. Like it's like, okay, there's a fucking storm, a brewing. And I'm like, this is weird. I'm the only car going this direction, and there's cars coming like the opposite way fucking fast. And I'm like, all right, this is about to be like some Outer Banks, Sarah Cameron and fucking John B going into the hurricane type beat. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm just driving, and that's the only thing I'm really worried about. It's just like, if I'm driving into a tornado, I'm fucked. And so it starts to downpour, and most of the time I can handle this pretty well. I don't really like ski on the fucking water much. Like, what's it called? Hydroplane. I don't really do that much. Knock on wood. It's like I'm dead a week later from that. That was really not okay to say. But I'm like not too worried. I'm going. It just keeps on getting darker. I can hear the wind coming in through Tom's windows. Tom, my forerunner. I'm like, okay, fuck. And so I go to check the weather. Well, of course that's not working because I'm in the middle of butt fuck nowhere. So, you know, my fucking stomach just loves me so much, it decides to play a really fun game with me called You Need to Shit Right Now or else you're gonna fucking poop in your seat. And so all of a sudden, fucking downpouring, wind blowing, probably at like 90 miles an hour. I'm on this fucking back road alone in this dark ass storm. All I can see is woods. And fucking my stomach's like, yo, you gotta shit bad. Like, you gotta go right now. And I'm trying to go on my phone and fucking look and see if there's anything coming up, like any stores. Fucking, I was about to run into a jank ass gas station for all I cared at this point. There's fucking nothing. And I'm like, all right, what do I do? Like, I'm literally sitting there and it's like one of those like, Like, you're just thinking about it, like, I can control it, just like move the hips around, find a position where it doesn't want to come out. No, it wasn't gonna happen. And so I'm like, all right, what do? I fucking pull over into some, I don't even know, fucking area that had a fence for some reason, but then there was like nothing, you could have walked right around the fence. Pull over, and I'm trying to figure out how to like get out of my car and shit without like hopefully someone maybe driving by, which didn't happen because I'm alone out there. I'm like, if someone drives by, they're gonna see my fucking butt staring at the ground. Like, that's really awkward. So I'm on my driver's side door. I'm like, do I open this one? And then I'm like, no, I should probably hop on that side. Well, then I'm like, okay, this is how people die. Like, this is not the storm, not whatever's happening with my stomach. What a fucking way to go out, being like, I had to poop so bad I pulled over in the woods and Ted Bundy's cousin came and got me. That's maybe not okay to say. But genuinely, that was the thought I was having. I was like, I don't want to get out of my car. If someone was here right now, I'd be like, it's fine, stay right here. I'm going to poop. But me being alone, I'm like, shit, it's like dark out, raining, and I'm in these weird woods. This is fucking terrifying. Anyways, hop over to my passenger seat, open the door, do my thing. Thank God I got Jimmy John's because I had napkins. It's so fucking disgusting. But hate that. Like, why does my stomach do that? The worst possible times. It's just like, fuck you, bitch. You got to go right now. And so went to the bathroom, get back in my car, drive about 2 miles. There's fucking a bunch of food places. I'm like, that's great. That's really cool. I actually did pull over there and go to the restroom. And I was like, I'm going to wait out this storm here for a second. So I did. And I think it was called Huddle House. It's like the knockoff of Waffle House. Anyways, got home. Overall, a down bad day for me. I was like, okay, that was rough. That was a lot. Guys, I really need you to see this sweat I'm leaving. I'm sitting in a pool right now at the moment. You guys heard that? I just took a break by the fan. Okay, but yeah, overall, bad day. And I woke up the next day and I was like, all right, it's time to get my fucking shit together. Life's back on grind time mode. I need to fucking work on merch, Sunkissed by Sadie, my tanning thing. I'm like, I need to film videos. I need to film podcasts. I need to find a little studio thing, whatever the fuck. For the studio, I kind of just want to find something and put it in my parents' yard. Like a little house that I can just go in, record, done. It's kind of scary though, because like I don't make money off this, which I don't really care. But I'm kind of like, this can't, whoa. I almost just got poked by a pool stick. This can't be like my top priority, guys, because I have to also be able to like make a living off other stuff so I can do this. So it's like when I have other things that need to be done, even though the podcast is at the top of what I want to do, I have to get the other things done in order to do this. Whatever, it doesn't even matter. But I got home and I wound up uploading a YouTube video, I think the next day, because I like stayed up, edited, got a YouTube video done. It was 16 minutes, so can't say I was completely lazy the whole time I was home. And that takes like a good minimum 12 hours for a 16-minute video. But it was of me, Kelly, and Cooper. Did that. The only other thing I knew I needed to do, I think a podcast was like due that day in my own terms. And I was like, when I got done with the video, I was like, all right, the last thing I want to do right now is go sit in front of a camera and then get on my computer and watch myself speak again. I need to stop doing that because guess what? We don't get to always get what we want. But I was like, I want to deep clean the fuck out of my room. I want to just organize everything. I want to get rid of clothes. I want to get new clothes. Surprisingly, I never get new clothes. I want to like plan for Sunkissed, maybe work out a little bit, just have a fresh mind coming back into everything. And I knew that I was taking off on an airplane in like 6 days. And I was like, all right, I have time to get this shit done. This is unreal. I was like, I have time to get this shit done. I just really need to. And so I did none of it. I couldn't get myself to get up and do anything. Like I'm normally a big, like when I'm in Florida, I'm like, all right, I'm waking up at 9, going to the beach. I'm leaving the beach at 11:30, coming home, working the rest of the day until like 6. That's like what I like to do because I want to get tan, then come home, work, whatever. I wasn't even going to the beach. I was fucking looking translucent at this point. And I was like, something's not right. Like, why am I waking up and not going to the beach? Like, this is weird. Like, this is what I always do. And I don't even care at the fact that I'm pale. I was using Sunkissed though, so it would save me. But I was just like, what's going on? And I kind of just felt like, just like almost depressed. I don't know why. I just was like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to record a YouTube video. And I don't have like this excitement to edit it. And I was like, and I don't want to go film a podcast right now. We really got to figure that out though. I love the podcast. Just, do you guys see the circumstances at the moment? I was like, I don't want to go film a podcast right now. And I was like, and I don't even want to go to the beach. Like, all I was doing every day was waking up and I would get on my phone. And that's what I think was fucking me up. I never fucking like to do that. Like, I never like to have my screen time high because I'm like, you fucking lose like energy, I swear to God, because you're living through other people. You're watching all these other people's lives and what they're doing, and you're not even creating your own. As I'm like, hey guys, watch this podcast. No, but like, I would scroll on TikTok for hours and listen to fucking Beth Ann tell me that fucking, I don't know, she got cheated on or something. Like, it was just like, what am I doing? Why am I doing that? I don't need to know that. But like, it's interesting. Thank you, Beth Ann. And I was just like, damn, phones are fucking toxic. Like, phones, like, genuinely, I think the reason I was feeling so, like, unmotivated, not wanting to do anything is because I was spending so much time on my fucking phone. And I was like, all right, I knew I had to get a YouTube video done because it was sponsored. And, like, you don't get to fucking call shots there. You have to do it. And so I knew I needed to get that done. And I knew I wanted to have, like, I wanted to look good because I was flying out. My next trip was to Seattle because my boyfriend's family lives there. And they have, like, this annual barbecue. And I just kept on every day being like, just let me go there. And then when I get home, I'll get back on track. Well, definitely not happening because my whole fucking month is filled until like September 9th, I think. By choice. I was trying to get myself up earlier and get myself excited about going to Seattle. I mean, like, all right, look, you're leaving in 6 days. Just get what you need done, and then you can leave, whatever. Well, then I can't wake up to my own fucking alarms in the morning. Like, we know how that goes. And so I'm like, okay, shit. So I saw on TikTok this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method where it's like you wake up and you immediately go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe in your head, maybe out loud. I did try both. And it makes you instantly wake up. So they say. No, it fucking doesn't. It didn't do shit. I tried that. Didn't fucking work. You know, my mom apparently comes upstairs and has conversations with me and says I'm fully awake. That doesn't even work because I'm actually asleep. So fucked up. And so I wasn't waking up to alarms. Then I wake up at 2 p.m. and I fucking cry because I'm like, shit, I wasted the whole day again. I'm such a fucking loser. Weird stage was going on with Sadie for a second. Literally half of you were like, oh my God, her boyfriend and her definitely broke up. We didn't, but I would be very sad if that did happen. Anyways, though, I finally got out of the little funk in a way. Like, I got the video done and I went to Seattle. And I was just like, all right, I need to really just write down what I need to get done and just focus, whatever. I ordered new I ordered new furniture for my room. And I was like, okay, I'm going to have like an actual bed, not my bed on the floor where I get bed bugs. Not actually, but I think I had one. And then like all of my clothes are fucking stuffed in these drawers because I don't have enough room for them in the dressers I ordered. So I got new dressers and I was like, I'm just really going to try and like organize and feel good in the space that I'm at most of the time. I'm really even not, but whatever. So I went to Seattle, and can we just think about the fact that this talking stage from last year is still going on? How crazy. I'm shocked. Not really, because when I met him, I was like, I'm definitely going to be like something with you, even if it's just friends, because I'm obsessed with you. But seeing that we've been like together for a while, pretty fucking shocking. Proud of me and you guys for helping me in the situation. You guys are literally my sisters. But his mom has like this annual barbecue each year. So I flew out to see his family and his family's friends and all of that. Seattle's beautiful. I love it. Relationships are so scary though. Like when I'm out there meeting his family, and I literally had talked about this to him. It's so scary thinking about like, damn, like this is really like, it's kind of serious. Like, it's like, I'm such an overthinker. Like, I'm thinking like 20 years down the line. I'm like, you don't need to do that, Sadie. Like, it's literally just live in the fucking moment. But it is like scary, like thinking about like, I don't know, being such a big part of like people's lives, or there being such a big part of your life and being so young. It's scary, but God's got a plan. We're all gonna be okay. Went to Seattle. We wound up changing our flight to a red eye. We were gonna leave early in the morning after a night of kind of partying, and then we were like, actually no, let's leave the next, like that night on a red eye flight that's like through the night. So we landed here in Pensacola actually this morning. Well, you know, thank God we did that, even though I feel like death right now, because y'all, I don't know what's going on with me. Even if I don't make myself throw up when I drink, I throw up even if I'm not like dead hammered, and it's so annoying. Like, literally woke up middle of the night, went to the bathroom, not even pulling trig, just yakking, and then I'm like, okay, back to bed. Happens again, and then I'm like, all right, sleep on the bathroom fucking floor at this point. It's so annoying. I need to go see a gastroenterologist so bad, and get my wisdom teeth out, and probably get a lung screening. No, I'm kidding. Totally kidding. Maybe a fucking mental hospital check-in. Anyways, we got on a red-eye flight last night. I think it was at 11:35 p.m. Landed in Atlanta. Ugh. Hot Atlanta. Hellana. Landed there. Got on our layover flight. Came here. Got some McDonald's breakfast. Kelly took us. It was so yummy. Went into my room. Both passed out to fall asleep. I wanted to go to the beach and tan. Of course, I fell asleep, though. I wanted to go to the beach and tan because I really want to be tan for my birthday, which is coming up. And also, I'm getting my hair done in a few days, so I want to be tan because if I don't like it, which I probably will, at least I'm tan, right? And then, let me just tell you what we're doing right now. So we're in Florida. Well, then I have to get my hair done. And then we have to drive up to Birmingham. By the way, I get my hair done like an hour and a half away from my house. Then we have to drive up to Birmingham. Then we have to fly to fucking Missouri for a wedding. We're there for like 3 days. Then we have to fly back to Birmingham. We're there for 1 day. Then we're going to come back to Florida. Then we're flying to Ohio for a festival. And then back home. And then he'll be on tour. And I have something going on around that time. I don't know what it is, but crazy fucking month, whatever the fuck we got going on. So I'm like, all right, I need to tan while I can at the beach before all of that happens, but we will see. So that's where I've been. I want to say that when I come on here and I speak on being happy and enjoy life and whatever, I know how fucking hard it is when you're down deep and don't want to. You're like, no, I see nothing good. Just know it'll come around and life is beautiful and good. But I know it's really fucking hard when you get in that like funk or depression or whatever, and you want nothing to do with like helping yourself. You don't even care. You look in the mirror, you don't recognize yourself. Trust me, it gets better. Also, trust me, if you're on your phone a lot, it's playing a big fucking factor into it. That's all I really have for an update for you guys. I want to go in and read some questions that you guys have been asking me, just because. Let me know if you guys have any studio ideas for me. I guess whatever studio I get is going to have air conditioning. I don't know where to record this anymore. I can't do it. I could do it in my bed when my parents aren't home. My parents are normally always home. So, yeah. But I'm trying to figure it out. The car was always a great move, and the car is a great move in the winter, but right now I guess I'd probably be sweating like this in my car anyways, so it doesn't really matter, but it's just so fucking ridiculous. Let's go read some questions for you guys, okay? Guys, the way that I'm wet, not in the way I want to be, is actually insane. My phone is hot. I bet you everything is hot right now. This girl said, okay, so I just recently moved about 2 hours from home with my boyfriend and I hate it here. I come home every weekend because I cannot stand living in this town. I want to go home so bad. It's not my boyfriend. I just have no friends, no family, nothing here. I keep getting rejected from jobs. I'm in such a horrible place in my life. I have a 12-month lease, and it hasn't even been a month yet. The area I live in is okay, but it's nothing like home. I came from a town of 3,000 people, and now I'm in the biggest city in my state. I don't know what to do. That's hard. That's really hard. The one thing I would say is focus on what you need to do. Focus on like, okay, what do I not really have a choice on right now? Like, do you need to get a job? If you need to get a job, the first thing I would do is try and be like, okay, what am I going to enjoy the most that will just get me by? You know, what will I not love, but will make me enough money for right now to where I can go do things that I love and get out of here so much. You know what I mean? It's like if you find a job where you're making enough money, stick it through until you get to leave and you can go spend that money on going places you want or something. I would say focus on the priorities. I'm glad it's not your boyfriend. I hope he's being like nice to you during that. Why'd you move? Did he have a job move or something? I mean, I would hate living in a city, but I'm glad you said you're in a city versus not. I know someone actually who moved for a guy into some small ass town. It was only for the summer. And he wound up being like cheating on her. And she wasn't even moving in with him, just near him. They wanted to be by each other in this town. And she's like out there alone for the summer and was like, so fucking annoying. Like, I'm literally stuck out here. There's no one, like, in a small town. And she's like, there's no one here to meet. Like, even if I wanted to meet people, you can't. I bet you in a big city, you'll be able to find some people. It's not going to be the easiest, but I bet you will. Try and find people from your boyfriend. Try and see if you know anyone there at all. If you do find a job working there, try and just talk to everyone in a safe way. Like when you're out of the store, hi, how are you? I just moved here. When I first moved where I live now, I was so pissed because I was like, I don't know anyone here, and I still really don't, but I met kids like an hour and a half away that I've talked about a lot, and they were awesome, but that was really scary. Like, I remember I didn't know really any of them the first night I went over there by myself, and I was just like, I guess I'm gonna sleep at their house with them. Like, I don't know. And it definitely takes courage, but if you can build it in yourself to have it, you'll definitely meet some people. And just try and see it as like, as shitty as it feels and as much as you probably hate it, try and give it more opportunity and try and see it as like, okay, you know what? 12 months does seem like a long time, but in the grand scheme of life, it's really not. And you're experiencing a new city and realizing you'll never want to live there again. But that fucking sucks. I'm sorry. I'll come visit you, honestly, if you want. Oh, I love this. Well, I hate it, but I want to read it. Peer pressure. Hi, my name is Sadie too. Aw, hi, Sadie. Holy shit. I look like my name is fucking Bob right now. Guys, it's so hot. I'm dying. Okay, peer pressure. This isn't a joke. Hi, my name is Sadie too. Hi, I love you. My name is Bob. But anyways, peer pressure. A lot of kids my age are having sex, smoking, vaping, drinking, sending nudes. I feel weird because I haven't smoked, vape, had sex, done any of it. I feel weird because everyone around me is doing it. There's a lot of unspoken pressure to do those things. Anyways, love you. 1, if someone's trying to get you to do it and you don't want to, that's not your friend. No, thank you. Screw you. Bye. I think this is hard because I was never really someone who felt peer pressure. I felt like FOMO, like I'm missing out if I don't do it, or like, okay, they're smoking. I've never smoked before. They're gonna get high and then I'm the only one not. So it wasn't really like peer pressure, but it was just kind of like I'm the only one not, so now I feel weird. I think you have to figure out what you're comfortable with. Sending nudes, I say no. Don't ever. Don't do it. And alcohol, you have to be careful because when you're fucking like experimenting with that, you have to be really fucking careful. I'm not gonna fucking act like it doesn't happen and be like, don't you do that, people. I know it fucking happens. So it's like, just be careful. Be careful. Fucking like, I was in 8th grade drinking fucking with my friends and going out and rolling in the front yard and thinking we were so fucked up. And then one of us really was. And we were worried that we were gonna have to take a trip to the hospital. Like, just that shit happens. You have to be really fucking careful. And I think You have to realize, like I said, what you're comfortable with, what you want to do, what you're interested in. There's so many people that don't do that shit and don't like any of it. Like, I guarantee you, if you look further, you'll find someone else who's like, yeah, I don't want to do this either. You know what I mean? So just kind of be like that, or try and find that, and also just like be okay with being like, no, I'm good, thank you though, I don't want to. One of my best friends is completely sober. He's always like, no, I don't want to drink, and people will be like, come on dude, like just one, and he's like, no, I just don't want to. And we're like, okay, shit, props to you, you're driving. Kidding. But yeah, don't feel pressure. Just do what you want. Be okay with that. And if others aren't okay with that, fuck them. This episode was not long, but guys, I genuinely don't think I can sit out here and do this any longer. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I love you guys. I'm going to get this figured out. The podcast is literally my favorite thing, dead ass, other than merch. I love the podcast so much. I love doing it. I never get like sick of it. I don't have things to talk about all the time, but I feel like it always just comes to mind, and you guys help me out with that. Always submit to whasthattmi.com, anything, please. We're going to figure out a studio. We're going to figure out something. The next episode is episode 50. I'm not going to promise this, but as of right now, we have something very special planned. So stay tuned. Love you guys. Thank you. Always love you. I'm going to go shower. Bye.